reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network. You're listening to Lotro Reporter on the MMO Reporter Network, brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audibletrial.com/MMO Reporter. And by Doghouse Systems. Choose your weapon at doghousesystems.com.
Welcome to Lotro Reporter episode 239. We've made it 39 more episodes than CSTM did. I don't think we're gonna run into.
Oh my god!
I don't think we're gonna run into the curse. We've made it almost 40 episodes.
Oh my god! Jinx, way to go!
Well, you'll suddenly
You know,
find your pants had quit.
tomorrow, MMO Reporter Network, Chris is going to come into the offices and he's going to say, "That's it. We're only going to talk about dancing games."
I suck at dancing games.
Well, thanks, Cari. It's all your fault.
Yes.
The Flappy Bird Reporter. Yay,
Yeah, but
Cari.
I thought that was dead.
Thanks.
Uh-huh. I thought that was dead already. Your Twitter's been jinxed still for weeks, I hear.
You're just not helping anything.
No, I haven't sent you pictures of socks.
You know what? Let's make it a little bit worse. You know what somebody mentioned to me today? They mentioned the episode where I meowed 20 times on the show.
Please don't do that.
No, that's coming to that.
No. We have stuff to talk about, like loot box horses. Not loot crates, loot box horses.
Just for everybody, the one that is talking, who
I'm
has the
Cari.
purdy voice is Cari, and I am Layanor. And this is Lotro Reporter, and you already know the show number because someone jinxed it.
Yep.
Let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, if we add all three of those together, it's only 14. It's not 13. That was the last episode.
Yeah, we're fine. We'll be okay.
Yeah, I felt Stephen King coming, but now he's going to back up a little bit. That's cool.
Well, he did write a book about me.
Dang it.
Or my name, anyway. Yeah, we'll go on with that.
All right, just name the show Black Cat.
Black cats. We're all gonna die. In the show notes, it's over. No. Black.
You even spelled it wrong. Oh, this is going to be the scariest show. Is it October? No.
No, I haven't heard the voice in the computer yet. So I think we're okay.
Oh, Sammy?
Yeah.
No, haven't seen her in a while. No.
I think she's in Steve's computer. All right. Should we actually talk about Lotro, or should we just keep going for a while?
On to the news.
Oh no! First, what did you do this week, Layanor?
Nothing.
Nothing? Not a thing?
Nothing.
You've been playing Minecraft.
Well, actually, I did jump in, and what did I do? I got a couple of Hobbit presents, say hi to a couple people, and that was about it. Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't do much. I was doing other stuff for the network, working on some videos, doing a little bit of WildStar because I have to get to max level and then do a video. So
Did you make
it's
it?
a bit rough. I'm getting close. I'm at level 42 or 43. All the caffeine and Metallica kind of blurs the mind after a while.
Yeah, Metallica will do that to you.
So it's like 42 or 43, yeah. It's around there. I did take a break of everything MMO over the weekend and started working on the fighting game that I work on as a hobby.
Okay.
It's a clone of King of the Fighters and which is pretty close to a Street Fighter 2 game. And
Okay.
it's a fighting game engine where you can just make whatever you want as a fighting game character. And I've been working on this for just as a hobby for a few years. So I took a break of everything and did that for a little while. So just to kill the burnout a little bit, I guess.
Awesome. Awesome. The Steam Summer Sale got me.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah. So I got a new game. It's called
Yeah.
Vanished.
Mm-hmm.
It is deceptively simple and deceptively hard. But it's kind of fun. So it's kind of like The Sims meets Virtual Villagers, if you've ever played that iOS game.
Mm.
So it's a kind of a top-down, you set them to do, you don't individually like deal with them, you like set them, so it's a simulation.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like farming sim, but so it's a little different. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I left it running overnight one night to see what would happen, and they're incredibly stupid. So you need to manage them a bit. Be-
Oh.
because if I didn't stay up all night and played, I just let it run. Yeah.
I see where this is going.
So yeah. I also did play some Lotro. I did some questing on my Ali of Landroval.
Hmm.
I logged in and I'm standing on Weathertop, and my goodness, the mess of trash that was sitting up there after Weatherstock was horrendous.
Blame the hobbits.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I did some leveling on my champ on Landy too, and that was kind of fun. Wasn't as fast as I had thought it should be, but it was still fun. I actually headed up to Estelden at level 29 and a half, and
Mm-hmm.
then I went and saw quests and things were different, and I'm like, oh, and then I remembered that they'd revamped it. So I'm kind of excited to go through there now because I suddenly remembered they revamped it. I think I was supposed to probably start at 20 though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, the next character, I think I've got a character at 19, so I'll run them through North Downs instead of Lone Lands and see what happens.
Cool. Well, expect a live stream.
Okay, yeah. And nobody's gonna ask me if I'm gonna talk though, right? The
Just
la
saying.
the last time I live streamed on my regular channel, it's my Carrie Mack, and I
Mm-hmm.
had people asking me, "Are you gonna talk?" I'm like, dude, don't even go there. Just don't go there.
I really don't do very much gaming on my live stream channel. If I'm working on my fighting game and if I'm kind of bored, I will put that up, and that's actually pretty boring. But I get people coming in every once in a while and saying, "Are you a sprite editor? Are you coding something, like a fighting game or something?" And I get a little bit of conversation out of it. But I really don't do MMOs and stuff on there.
Yeah, I mean, it's, like Banish would be incredibly boring to watch,
Hmm.
somebody watch, but it's kind of cool. I was trying to see what else I bought. I bought something else. Um, Gaudius, I think.
Guardians.
Yeah,
There's been a lot of really good sales on Steam lately, if
that's where.
anybody's interested on that. And Humble Bundle is always doing some really good sales. The cool Steam game Space Hulk is $6 on Humble Bundle right now, and you get like 6 or 7 other games with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
that's just some really, really good deals.
Ticket to Ride. I picked up Ticket to Ride too. GOG is also having their summer game, if summer sale if you prefer them.
Hmm.
They've been going a little bit longer than Steam. But I'm excited. So that's what I've been doing this week. All right, we actually have a little bit of news this week.
Hmm.
Um, Actually, Eldar did their first run for Shield today, and they did it in a little over 22 minutes.
Oh man, I missed that.
Yep, it was the first run. No notes of what was said yet. they take a couple days to get them up. But I did notice on Facebook that their run was about 22 minutes
Hmm.
and some change, like 22 minutes 18 seconds or something.
Wow.
That's
Pretty short. No
yeah,
deaths.
they
Wow.
no deaths, and they were thinking that these were going to be about a half-hour runs, which to me, as much time as I spent in Moria getting lost and crying, amazes me. But I think it's from one end to the other is a pretty straight run.
Hmm.
It's when you
I
get up
think
on
the
those.
only threat is him falling, maybe having a leg spike and falling. Other than
Hmm.
that, not too much. He's going to be level 50. Something's going to hit him, and he will survive that.
Yeah, 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 because it's what 50 through 60,
It's something like that.
58. He'll live.
Hmm.
They had a Bullroarer test run. That's when he added the requirement of getting the Path of the Fellowship
Hmm.
quest because I think they were just done in like 10 minutes or something crazy. So there were some questions on Bullroarer that I thought were worth answering when he did the run. Somebody wanted to know when update 14 is going to be released live. They have not given a date for that, but there's probably going to be a couple more builds.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
We press should be seeing update 14 in the next 2-3 weeks.
Yep, that's what we're
Just a heads.
guessing.
Yep, that's what we're thinking. So I would say mid-July, late July, if we've got two more builds.
Mm.
Somebody asked why the devs don't chime in on threads, and the answer is they don't have to, and sometimes they don't like what you say to them when they do.
Yep, yeah, yeah. There's always a couple of bad apples.
Yeah, there were a couple very interesting closed forums in the last week because
Hmm.
I look at the dev tracker and it's kind of interesting. There's always one or two people that are like, but I don't think that's fair, and he's like closed. It's
Trust
like,
me, you want a guy like Sapience up there, blocking things coming at you. That's what you
yeah,
want.
yep,
Yeah, you
yeah,
want it, you want everything nice and filtered and given to you in a very nice fashion, so you can work on things.
yes. And you don't want your stupid and I hope your children die, because you made a stupid game. It's like if you don't like the game that much, I cannot believe some of the stuff people say to people on the
Yeah,
internet. It's just ridiculous.
yep,
I
yep.
still have to read that article. I did manage to I managed to get a copy of that trolling article from work.
Oh,
I actually asked I work at a hospital,
mm-hmm.
so we have a medical media, and I couldn't find it any other way, so I asked them to please get it for me, and they did. I just haven't read it yet.
Nice.
Yeah,
We'll expect a live stream.
a live stream of reading a scientific article.
Yes.
Ooh, no. Um, somebody did ask again, have you ever talked about making cosmetic weapons and shields?
Keep asking.
The answer is yes, they have, and then they start looking at the technical issues, cost, the difficulty, and all of the challenges, and they stop talking about it very quickly. You can ask, but the answer is going to be no every
Keep
time.
asking. Keep
Hmm.
asking. Keep asking. Like I
Well,
said, and I'll always say every time they say no to this, they did the mailbox.
this is true. They
They
did do
did
the
the
mailbox.
mailbox. They always said no, it's never going to happen. There's too much coding, too many things that we got to do. We're not going to make enough money doing it. They did the mailbox.
Okay.
Keep asking people.
Yeah. Politely and constructively. And don't threaten anybody's children or cats. um, somebody asked, how do devs do all their research to make a new zone? And basically, it's not as complicated as you might think. They have native lions,
Huh? Yeah.
and they go off the description of the books as best as possible. The reason I put this in here is they have members of the team who are going to be at a convention called MythCon
Hmm.
this year. It is a symposium for mythology fantasy writers, and it's at a local university near Boston. So the people from Turbine are hosting a panel on taking the lore and world of Middle-earth and converting it into a game.
Oh, nice.
So if you're in the area, and it's the Boston area, it's at, let me see, it is at, which college? Wheaton College in Norton, Mass. In August, the first part of August. I would highly recommend you go, and if you happen to videotape it, get it to us and we'll get it out.
Yes. Carrier pigeon.
Yeah, carrier pigeon it to us, but that would be super cool. And Fruit Juice also points out in the chat, Fruit Juice in the chat room is pointing out they also said no end play. Well, we knew they were going to do end play. We just didn't know how they were going to do it. They had to do end play. That's like the lowest hanging fruit on the planet. Either that or you're going to be Merry and Pippin running around, one of the two, you
Yep.
know.
Yep. Yep.
So somebody in the chat room mentioned that Eldar is planning an event like Weatherstock for the fall. Sapience would like everybody to know that if you're hosting an event, send him a PM with enough notice, and he can often get title codes, turbine points, codes for prizing. He can't guarantee custom titles, especially for newer events and small events, but he can get you celebratory or sociable. So give him enough time, and he can get you some free stuff.
Awesome.
Yep. And so like we said, we've started the Shield event, so we should have some interesting information coming out of those. Thank you, whoever came up with that idea. This is the most news we've been getting out of them in a long time.
That is true. So we have the Bullroarer test schedule. General new builds on Thursday, and the server is open until Monday for testing.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody but me knew this.
I didn't.
Yeah, so don't expect to go in on a Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday and play on Bullroarer.
Right.
Lotro support's made a few changes on their accounts. Whatever that one is. Accounts.turbine.com. Support.turbine.com. This is the one where you do tickets and bug reports and stuff like that. So they're trying to make it more streamlined. So you will often get a question back, like an email quickly back with whatever question you picked going, did you try this? Here's a list of things to try. Let us know if you tried them and they didn't work, kind of thing. I sent in a request for something and they're like, okay, well, did you include X, Y, A, B, C, and D in your request? If you didn't, please give us that information and hit reply. So they're trying to narrow it down and make it a little more streamlined. And if you have suggestions, he would like them in this thread.
Awesome. Okay, Cari. Here comes the big news of the week.
Yeah.
The real big news. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Remember when all those deeds came in from the last patch and you just sat on all of those loot box keys? Remember that?
Yeah.
All right. You got nothing to do with them. You got all the stuff that you like out of them. Or you just don't like loot boxes in general and you're just sitting on these keys. Well, guess what? There's going to be an item that is in the loot box now, the max level loot boxes, and it's going to let you pick a mount from the Turbine store. Now, not all of them, but quite a few. So we have a list here. The Ashen Steed, the Liver Chestnut Steed, the Dark Chestnut Steed, the Galadriel Steed, the Tundra Steed, the Springfest Steed,
They took all of the rep mounts out of the list.
Oh.
Yeah. The rep mounts no longer in these Pick-a-Steeds.
Oh.
And so that was kind of the big news. So the Ashen is not going to be in there. The Liver's not going to be in there. The Dark's not going to be in there. The Galandrim's not going to be in there, or the Tundra, or the Estelden, or the Malandrim, so on and so forth. So they are including things like the Jesters, and the Lossoth, and the Treasure-Laden Goat, and the Cave Claw Steed, stuff like that.
Oh, I want the Cave Claw. I'm actually missing that one.
Yeah, so they suggested these. I don't know if they're going to be in there or not, but they suggested some other ones that they might put in instead of the red steeds.
It seems like the harder ones to get through festivals and stuff like that, so I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up putting in the Michael Delving horse.
Yeah,
Since we have no way of getting that anymore.
Right. I agree. It'll be interesting. But yeah, so your loot box has a chance to drop a horsey.
Oh yeah. I think I have 54 keys.
Oh, wow.
So
I don't have that
I'm
many.
gonna win.
You are gonna win. You are gonna win. We have a new live producer.
What's a live producer?
I don't know, but his forum name is horrible to say.
Yeah.
Production with a K. Malfunction.
I was like, who's this troll?
Yeah, I was a little wondering who in the world this person was. That we'll talk about that in a minute. But he introduces himself. He actually was the QA. He was the where did he say what he did? He came to Turbine. He's been with Turbine for 6 years. He was the head of localization back in the Codemasters days.
Oh.
And then he went to D&D online and ran QA for a couple years. And then he jumped to producer over in DDO. And then Rowan pulled him in for Rowan pulled him from Faerun to Middle Earth at that time. So he is the new live producer. And he's got quite an inch. What?
Nice.
Yep, he is partly responsible for the way newsrooms run today with some software. It's kind of an interesting story.
Wow.
And he opened himself up for a little bit of hate and discontent with his next article. And another forum post right after that was open discussion. Tell the new guy what you want, what you love, and what you hate. Well, I thought this was some new player, and I thought, seriously? You're gonna get this thing closed in a heartbeat. And no, it's got like 11 or plus pages of stuff.
Yeah, I had this, somebody brought this to me, and they thought that this guy was replacing Ron because it says producer.
Right. Rowan is the executive producer.
And I'm like, no way. Not with that name.
Producer. I don't know what that is. I think he's got something to do with when the game's live, but I don't understand it all. Maybe somebody on the Shield run will ask.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, the name really threw me off. I was just like, who's this guy?
Yep.
So, sorry, dude, if you're listening. Cool name, but yeah. Didn't think you were an actual employee for quite a while.
Yeah, I was wondering. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. He's gotten all kinds of different answers with thank you, welcome, here's some things I like, here's some things I don't like. So if you'd like to chime in, the forum is open. Let's see what else is going on. Layanor, if you've been holding on to your ultimate ports or ultimate game cards, you need to use them ASAP.
You're kidding, really?
Really. In the coming months, the Ultimate Cards U-Points and the Ultimate Game Cards, the UGCs, will soon be retired.
Wow.
Ultimate Game Cards will no longer be redeemable after September 30, while the U-Points are no longer going to be redeemable after October 31st. So,
use them.
Use them up. Looks like they're going away. Looks like Ultimate Game Cards are just going poof. I mean, like the whole company's gone. So there are other ways that you can find, buy turbine points, but these two are not going to be it. And that's pretty much it for news today. the chat room save you, Layanor? We have 2 Did You Knows.
Oh, nice.
Um, I do not even know how to say this name. There's too many consonants in it.
Oh, let me go look.
All right. I will tell you, Frune Juice says that if you are a VIP and you go into myaccount.lotro.com, you can set your subscription to renew with the discount of 20%, even if your subscription is not due during the sale period.
Oh,
So if you extend it, you can still get an extra 20% off.
real nice.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Frune Juice. That's good to know. And that ends in like 5 days. So go do it, people.
Awesome. And then we do have a second, did you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which
You
I don't
see?
see. Do you see it?
I do. It's right above my last. Why would you turn in task? Um, Hagu says my surprise was tasks can now be turned in even if you are a higher level. So if you need rep tasks turned in for some reason, you can turn in tasks if you're above that level.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty good did you knows. And Braxwolf says meow.
Yeah, Brax was not. And then somebody said woof.
Meow.
Um,
Meow.
stop.
Meow.
Caldrisa says the Steam is always there for TP purchases, even if you don't have the game through Steam.
Mm.
So you can use TP purchases. No 3-mans this week. We should be back next week.
Yep.
And that was Did You Know? Stock wasn't enough for you. Midsummer Rockfest is coming next weekend.
Next weekend. Not this weekend. Next weekend.
No, it's this weekend.
It's this weekend? You said next weekend.
The 29th. What is
This
that?
weekend. Not
Okay.
next weekend. This weekend. Cari said next weekend, but she meant this weekend.
The 28th and 29th of June. It's going to be held at Kellendim on Landroval server. And they have a lot of people. They have some people you saw, some recognized names, and some new names that I have never heard of, like Labo Chapeau?
Lego Chapeau. I don't know.
Under the Unlit Sky, which we've seen, Starlit Orchestra, the Crazy Ladies of the Forest. That sounds like one must go see.
Yes.
A Rock and Hard Place, Die Marsterbaden von Brie again. The Unduni is going to be there, Pluckus Meagles, and Mondo Barden. And yeah, so 2 days. I did put in a request to know what time it starts. I haven't got a response from Twitter yet. If once I get one, I will send it out.
Awesome.
Yep, but it's this Saturday and Sunday.
Awesome, awesome. Like to see all these concerts coming back. Haven't seen quite a few in a while. Seem to be getting kind of popular again.
Yeah. You guys, if you have a concert or an event, fashion show, party that's open to the public, horse races on any of the servers, send us an email or send me a Twitter. I got this one because Sapience retweeted it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know, and I'll be happy to talk about it. But I can't talk about your stuff if you don't tell us.
So tell us.
Yeah, please. Speaking of mail, we have a mail from Kevin.
Oh, hey, Kevin.
Yeah, he's our bestest writer.
He's our bestest Kevin ever.
Yep. So he said he was stumbling through the dungeons of Dol Guldur the other day, and it struck him how awesome it would be if there was an interactive map that could be seen by the entire Fellowship, which would make it a really, really easy dungeon. And Kevin, by this I mean a map that the leader could draw on, such as paths where people should stand, points of interest, all that stuff. Yeah, like here's the trolls, please don't step on them.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? Yes, I have tried to get the deed done for rescuing the 7 prisoner elves at once. It is not pleasant, but it is doable.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think the whole point of that map is to make it hard.
This is the one deed that I need to get done in Mirkwood, and it's the only deed that I need to get done. I have been wanting to run with this with people for quite a while. It is a pain in the butt.
I'll run it with you if you want me to. I actually don't mind this one. Once you get the timing down, it's not too bad. Basically, you kill everything and then you go, oh, let the
Hmm.
elves out.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I would love
that's
to
the
get that
trick.
done.
That's the trick to that one, guys, is open the doors, don't get close to the elves, kill everything that's in the other rooms, and then go pick them all up.
Hmm.
But a draw tool would be nice because it is kind of nice to know that you're going right instead of left, that kind of thing. He says he got his first duplicate gold jewelry drop from the epic battles the other day.
Oh, sorry, dude.
He says you can't even loot it. It just stays in the pending loot bag.
Oh,
And you are forced to slow. I hope you bugged this, dude. I really do. I hope you bugged this because that's not even like totally. That's just horrible. Um, I have 3 gold pieces of jewelry from HD, and I'm attempting and hoping to get the last 3 before they cycle them out. He wants the necklace and the pocket items
hmm.
are no longer available, so he needs 2 earrings and 2 rings. He has 1 ring. I am so sorry. That sounds awful.
Yeah, that's rough, dude. That's rough, dude. Keep going.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is probably going to happen a little bit more often, especially when you get your 4th piece.
Yeah, I would totally bug that because that's like not fair. I'd rather not get anything than get that and have to watch it like timeout.
Hmm.
He also would like to, in the epic battle at Dol Amroth, he wants to destroy a ship, load a catapult with grape shot, and watch the ship sink into the abyss. That's what he wants, and that would be super epically cool. I totally agree with that.
Yep, totally great too. That'd be great to see.
Yeah. So thank you for writing us, Kevin. And Layanor, would you like to tell us about our sponsors?
Yes, if you are looking for a new PC, then check out doghousesystems.com, where Cari got her computer and she loves it, loves it, loves it.
Yes, I do.
You can use the coupon code MMOReporter to double your RAM at checkout. And also go to audibletrial.com/MMOReporter to get 1 month free subscription of audiobooks, which is 1 credit, 1 book.
Mm-hmm. And if you use that wisely, you can get things like a Wheel of Time, which I think is something like 50 hours, or the first book in the Game of Thrones series is 30 plus. Uh,
By any
I,
chance, are there any audible books of um, the Dummies series, like Windows for Dummies or
you know,
Cars
I don't
Driving for
know.
Dummies? I wonder.
Let's look and see real quick while we're talking. I actually have a couple. Most of the stuff I've gotten is, between 8 and 10 hours. I mean, it's a good car ride. Dummies.
How to learn to drive for dummies.
Oh, yeah, like
First put
wireless.
into car CD drive.
Yes, Layanor. Overcoming anxiety for dummies. Managing anger with CBT for dummies. British history for
Oh,
dummies.
oh.
Neuro-linguistic programming for dummies. Building self-confidence for
I'm
dummies.
so signing
Meditation
up.
for dummies. Time management for dummies. Spanish for dummies.
Oh, orderly.
There are 5 pages of For Dummies books.
Holy
There
crap.
are 63. If you type dummies books in, there are 63 different dummies books for Audible.
Holy crap. What a
The
can of worms. Get back in the can.
All right, I will do that.
Lotro Reporter, making one less dummy.
Yes. All right. So if you would like to contact us, you can email us as Kevin did, at lotro.reporter@gmail.com. You can tweet us at Lotro Reporter. You can follow us on Facebook. Just search for the page Lotro Reporter. You can leave us a voicemail at 616-666-6778 or use the widget on the right-hand side of your screen when you visit the site. Be
Hmm.
sure to tell us the message is for Lotro Reporter because it's all one big mailbox. And if you have a cool accent, that's even awesomer. But we'll take anybody who'd like to call us.
Yeah, we'll take anybody. And lots of
Yeah.
breathing. I like breathing.
Don't breathing. Don't breathing. Our website is lotroreporter.com. You can check us out. Our YouTube is www.youtube.com/user/MMO Reporter Network, where we have pretty awesome shows. Layanor's been working on videos. We've got +1 keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
We have going to have some WildStar PvP videos coming pretty soon, I think.
Probably, yep.
We probably, if and when we get any update 14 stuff, we will have it on there.
Yep.
PAX is coming. The the registration for media is open now. So we will have PAX coverage like nobody's business on there come Labor Day weekend.
Sweet. Real quick, I
Mhm.
haven't heard word about this or anything. Maybe you heard word about this, but have you heard anything about a MMO Reporter PAX meetup at all?
A little early. We
Mm-hmm.
usually do it. I probably should remind Chris that he needs to probably reserve a place.
Yes, so everybody write Chris and remind him.
Mm-hmm. That's to start making the reservations for the meet and greet.
Mm-hmm.
Usually we do that on Thursday night. Yeah. And I actually walk by the convention center on my new bus route every morning. So I get to see exciting things that are going on.
Yeah, especially exciting things that sit right next to you on the bus.
No, those guys were farther away. The doctor appointment dude was right across from me.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I haven't had anybody sleep and drool on me in a while. That's good. No body parts that should remain covered were exposed. That happens a lot too.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had a friend that happened to. She looked over and went, "Oh, I'm not looking in that direction anymore." It's public transportation. What do you expect?
Uh,
All right, if you'd like to follow us and,
oh
listen to
man.
pre-shows where we just talk about bus rides and jinxings, you can follow us at twitch.tv/MMO Reporter. Sometimes it's not exactly safe for work, but it's pretty
Oh.
funny. You can follow me at the Cari Mac. You may jinx me on my bus ride anytime at that Twitter address. And how about you, Layanor?
They can twit me at Layanor, Layanor, twit me, and I hope I see it.
You need to unload your thing and reload it.
Oh, and by the way, I did look at the picture of that sock, and that is not my sock. I did say that it was written in Hanes, or the word was Hanes in red.
Oh, all
That
right. Your
was
sock
not my sock.
did not find its way to my house then. All right. So thank you everyone again for listening.
Hold on,
And
hold on, hold on.
oh, we're not done yet.
You picked up a sock from outside your house and took a picture of it?
No, it was a sock from my drawer. It came through the
Oh,
it came through the dryer. Don't you know that's what happens?
I was gonna
Socks go.
say the amount of dedication.
Yeah, socks get sucked into, the little tubes and they go end up in other people's dryers. Didn't you know how the magic socks work?
It just blew my mind.
I know. Yeah, that's why one sock always goes missing. It's because it ended up in somebody else's dryer.
Well, maybe you should take those socks on the bus with you so you can cover up certain things.
I'm not getting that close to it. All right, on that note, I think we're done. Thank you for listening, and we hope you will download us again next week.